Graffiti's a subject I have an endless amount of passion for, and over the last couple of years of doing videos, I've spoken on graffiti a couple of hundred times. But while all these videos have been recorded here in an indoor space, I'm gonna start bringing these videos to you guys from the streets as well. And considering I live out here in Asheville, North Carolina, this is where we're gonna start. And in this little short video, I'm gonna show you guys some of my favorite spots and some of my favorite pieces out here in the River Arts District. This neighborhood runs alongside the French Broad River. And this neighborhood was intended to be a place where artists could congregate. Potters, jewelry makers, painters, they could all create their art in this neighborhood and sell it as well. I've always liked taking walks in this neighborhood, and the art that you would find on the buildings was just an added plus. But unfortunately, about a year ago, this neighborhood was destroyed by Hurricane Helene. And when you go out to this neighborhood, you still see a lot of destruction and a lot of reminders of the hurricane. But even with this in mind, I still love coming out here, and anytime I need to connect to myself or just be inspired and see something dope, I like to come out here and check out the art. And even with all the ugly reminders of what happened, it's still one of my favorite places to be in Asheville. And some of you guys might be wondering, how does a fool like me from San Francisco even end up in a place like this out here in Asheville? It's not a bad question. And I can tell you guys, there was a bunch of different things that got me to leave San Francisco. Gentrification was probably at the top of the list, but it was also my mom got diagnosed with cancer. I got out of a long-term relationship, and I just got laid off a job. I wanted to be somewhere else. I wanted to be closer to my mom. My mom was living out in North Carolina, so I moved out here too. I met my wife out here in 2019, and in 2021, I moved down here to be with her full time. And in terms of what's connected me to this place since I moved here, to be honest with you guys, not much. But if there is something I am connected to out here, it's graffiti. And in this neighborhood, you see a lot of it. And this jewel piece is really dope. I see jewel up a lot out here. And I feel like if you just passed by this thing, if you didn't stop to really just appreciate it and take a look at it, you wouldn't even see that it was a piece. It would just look like a bunch of black background. I've been checking out this spot for a couple of weeks now, and I'm pretty sure the only way to get up there is to climb yourself up that hillside. Part of me really wants to get up there and just see what's up there, see who's running up there, and just see all the art that that spot has, because I can tell you right now, you could be up in a spot like this for a pretty long time. Nobody's gonna see you. If you hit that corner right over there on the right, fools aren't gonna be able to see you really anywhere unless they have a jetpack or a helicopter or something like that. And I'm guessing some of this stuff has probably been running for a long time. None of it looks like it's got buffed. I'm gonna keep it real with you. The more I see this spot, the more I wanna be up there. I don't see anybody up there right now, so who knows? A lot of riders here hit up on trains. These trains sometimes are here for weeks. And as you can see, almost every train that you see around the way here already has something on it. These pieces right here are new, and pretty much anytime I'm passing by here, I always see a lot of new trains with a lot of new artwork on them. And this might have something to do with it. As you can see, there's a no trespassing sign here. And while there used to be a gate there that would block people out, you can really just walk right off the street right here, go up this hill if you want to be a little cuttier, or if you're feeling bold, you can just walk right up this pathway, and you got trains right there, right behind you. And I don't see a soul out here. You could be there for a minute. This fence really ain't helping anything either, and this thing's supposed to be here as a deterrent. But as you can see, it's probably not deterring much. And while Asheville is super different from San Francisco, it's different in most ways possible, there's a couple of things that are the same. You got Graff on places, and fools are leaving bags of dookie everywhere. Been seeing this fool up a lot especially, so shout out to them. Shout out to, I believe their name is Dask. But shout out to them, I'm seeing them up in this area over here. But this spot was around pre-hurricane. It just has some really dope stuff though. This might be the only section of freeway over here that doesn't really have any Graff on it. As you guys can see, aside from some stuff over there, way over there in that far corner. And what's up to homeboy that just said what's up? But right over there in that far corner, you got a tried piece, a little roller shot that's really dope. But otherwise, it's pretty much nothing here. And it's weird, it ends up being that way sometimes, where you could have a very clean piece of real estate like this, like half a mile away, everything's bombed. And I really couldn't tell you why it is that way. And across the street, I was only able to see that tried piece, but there's also a tracer roller shot here too. And high vis is definitely high vis in Asheville. They have very high visibility. I see them up everywhere. And I met Corky from high vis at the start of this year, right after I came back from the Caribbean, right as he was about to bust a piece. But you see them up all over, and you see them up with these dope pieces in really hard to reach places. This spot right here might be my favorite spot in all of Asheville, and it's something that I've appreciated even before I got back into Graff. You got your boy Thanos right here, and you got these right here too that kind of remind me of the characters that I would see back home. Remind me of something Twist or Orphan would do. And this right here is a pretty dope piece that's been around for a minute also. For a lot of fools, I think tracking down a fire extinguisher might be kind of a pain, but if you come down here to the River Arts District, you see these things out here, just straight up abandoned, right here on the street. There goes another fire extinguisher, and like I said, if you want a free one, it's out here, and you can come up off a free machete as well. Seeing stuff like this definitely reminds me of back home. There's a street that I grew up close to that's called Industrial that had yards like this. Pretty much all along the street, the area, as the name would indicate, was very industrial. And there was really nobody living out there. It was all businesses, it was all old factories and stuff. A lot of stuff was abandoned. And I go with my mom out there to go see stuff. And you would just see stuff like this. You would see people in different parts of their progression, different parts of their development. And you can see people that are a little bit more polished, they have a little bit more experience, and you can see people that are still figuring it out. But it's all love to me. Shout out to this full dad bod. I probably see dad bod up more than anyone, and I don't see a lot of pieces from dad bod. I see not even too many stickers like this one. It's mostly just hand styles, but those hand styles are everywhere. This dad bod hand style right here, to me, is almost like the perfect example of an in sight but out of sight cutty spot. As you guys can see, it's right here off the street. Most people aren't even gonna be looking over here, and the main people looking over here for stuff like this would be riders. People walk by this all day, they're riding bikes by it all day, driving cars by it all day, and I can guarantee damn near that if I come back here in a couple of months, that's still gonna be there. And this piece that you see right here on top of the gazebo might be my favorite thing that I've seen pop up since the hurricane. Even a year after the hurricane, this park is still closed down, and there's not much I can really do to get over there and get a better view, because even if I go over there, I cross the line, I sneak in, I'm still not gonna be able to really see what's up there up top. And this is the best view of this piece, of this really dope piece that popped up maybe a month or two after Helene. Ultimately, that was the best shot that I could get of that piece up on top of that gazebo, but I'll be back over there. And there's all kinds of other places here in Asheville that I'm gonna be checking out as well. And I know that there's riders from Asheville that check out my videos, and I appreciate you guys a ton. And if there's anything that you guys in Asheville wanna see me cover, just hit me up and let me know. But this also applies to people outside of Asheville, and I plan on being in cities all across the country and ultimately all across the world doing videos just like this. And if you want me in your city, hit me up.